In this video, I'm going to be talking about the history of G.I. Joe's Sporting Goods. G.I. Joe's Sporting Goods was a West Coast sporting goods chain that was founded in 1952 by Edward Orkney. When it first started, G.I. Joe's was only a tent where Edward would sell Army surplus products that he would buy from the Army surplus, and he would sell to the public out of a tent in Portland, Oregon in 1952. After the success of selling tents, he would start to sell other things as well: sporting goods, outdoor stuff, as well as auto supplies and hardware. The 1970s brought expansion throughout the Portland, Oregon metropolitan area. They would quickly expand again in the late 1970s with housewares, stationery, and apparel as well, expanding their store to add more products. In 1976, Orkney would pass away, and his son David would take over the company. They would open up a distribution center in 1979 and their 8th store in the early 1980s in Oregon. They also operated other stores as well, called the Gene Machine stores. 16 of those stores as well. Combination was $68 million in 1982. G.I. Joe's would quickly start to expand again by 1992 with 16 stores, still mainly in the Portland, Oregon area. Excuse me, I meant to say 14 stores by 1992, and they expanded to the Seattle market. In 1998, the company planned to go public, but that failed as the stock in the company went down later that year. By the early 2000s, G.I. Joe's was considered the 12th largest sporting goods store in the U.S., as well as the largest sporting goods store in the Pacific Northwest. In 2007, they were acquired by Griffin Investors, and at the same time, they decided to drop the name GI from their stores because they didn't sell military surplus in a number of years, and they wanted to better reflect on what they were selling at the time. This would also be the time when G.I. Joe's would start to have financial problems as well. When major competition like Dick's Sporting Goods and other stores starting to pop up that G.I. Joe's didn't have to compete with years before, they had to start to compete with, as well as a major snowstorm that happened around that time in the area where they were operating. Christmas sales were down, and G.I. Joe's was financially impacted by that snowstorm. In March of 2009, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The company was hoping that they would be able to save a portion of their stores, but unfortunately, all of their stores would be unfortunately closed by May of that year. Thanks for watching this video on the history of G.I. Joe's, or Joe's. I'll just call this video G.I. Joe's since that was the original name given to these stores. Thanks for watching this video.